Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with One Punch Man. Last time on One Punch Man, we had the human monster, where basically there was this guy named Garo who declared himself to be a monster, as well as killing a bunch of villains and I think 3 Class A heroes in the process. He's probably fine. And it seems like he is actually going to be the world-threatening prediction of Madame Shababua. And then the rank 1 of Class B, Hellish Blizzard, decided to pay Saitama a visit and be like, yo, join my group. And he was like, no. And she was like, and he was like, still no. And then there was a tiny fight between Genos and Sonic, and then Saitama just ended it because he didn't want his house to be destroyed. And then Hellish Blizzard was like, oh my gosh, you hang out with a Class S hero? That's interesting. It was like, how? And then they went inside, they talked about it, and then they're kind of friends now. I hope they're friends. I hope that that's what we're getting at, is Saitama starting a new group. A friends group. Yeah. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments. This is also where I say that you know how to get to the episode. It's in the description and in the pinned comment, and we should go ahead and get right into this episode of One Punch Man. Here we go. Okay, episode 3. Bit more with Garo. I didn't even realize that Garo was the student that they talked about last season. So I don't know if I would have necessarily remembered that had we not had the break between seasons. But yeah, I don't know. But that's pretty cool, actually. That's really cool to have that sort of tie-in, you know? And definitely, you know, after seeing him beat the crap out of, you know, so many heroes, including our good boy, Moomin Rider, to see him just be bonked down so swiftly and severely by Saitama is so refreshing, you know? What does that sound? Sorry. There's a bird outside. It's barely 20 degrees outside and there's a bird. So, it's just bugging me. Anywho, let's go ahead and hop into the notes. The first thing I wrote down, Bang and Garo. So that was interesting how they were calling him Bang a lot at the beginning, you know? Which I guess that's just his normal name. And, his hero identity is Silver Fang. It's just interesting because they pretty much never called him Bang in Season 1. They only called him Silver Fang. So, yeah. It's just kind of weird. But we do have that Garo was the student that they talked about who went too far, and so he was expelled by Silver Fang, which is interesting. Again, you know, just shows I guess it shows how much I pay attention. I don't know if they specifically mentioned his name last season or not, but yeah, I completely missed that. So luckily they said it so that I didn't have to learn it too late. So that was at least good. And Garo, it's interesting because, you know, they say, like, even though he says, oh, I'm a monster, I like how they say it's like he's specifically created to destroy heroes, you know? Which is interesting, because he has that Fist of Flowing Water. Fist of the Nose Hair! Sorry, I'm rewatching Bobobo right now, so that's kind of... Anytime you say Fist of, I think Nose Hair, so... Anyway... So yeah, he has the Fist of the Flowing Water like Silver Fang does. And it's interesting because, you know, he was starting to lose to Tank Top Master. But then, he only won once he brought out his actual training. So, you know, I would assume that perhaps, you know, he's going to become a lot stronger before he faces... inevitably faces Saitama, and he even says, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to become a lot stronger. And so you have to wonder, it's like, okay, so how strong is he? Like, he basically has two different levels. He has his normal level, but then he has his elevated level once he starts getting out the Fist of the Flowing Water, you know? So it's just interesting, that sort of level difference, and how he tries not to use it, but he ended up doing that against Tank Top Master. We also got Tank Top Master. You know, it's funny because we had Tank Top Tiger, and then, what was it, Tank Top Asphalt? I don't remember what his name was, but the other guy from Season 1. But I didn't realize that there was an entire, like, gang of Tank Top heroes. Ow. Oh, excuse me. Jeez. Okay, hang on. That was a very violent sneeze. Ow. Doesn't help that I'm having back problems right now, so that just aggravated it a bit. But yeah, I didn't realize there was this whole thing of tank top heroes. Like, that's actually really, really cool. And, because see, I don't remember if we had... Well, we must have had Tank Top Master at the end of Season 1, because he would have been with all the other Class S heroes if he's rank 16 or 14. I don't remember what rank he was. I think he's ranked lower than Genos now. So there is that. But yeah, that was really cool. But at the very least, I don't think he had many lines last season, because I would have definitely remembered him being voiced by Dio, you know? That man's voice, I have to say, it shows up in every anime I watch, you know? And I first heard it as Jiren in Dragon Ball Super. Then I hear it as Dio. He shows up in, like, Hellsing. The next place I heard it was Endeavor in My Hero Academia. Then Dio, and now this and everything. It's like every anime I watch has this guy, basically, except, like, Death Note. So having him as Tank Top Master is really, really cool. So yeah. We also had the introduction of Bomb, who is, they said he doesn't have, I don't remember what it was specifically, but it wasn't Fist of Flowing Water, so, but he is apparently the older brother of Bang, and I guess he must be either as powerful or, you know, more powerful, you know, more skilled, I guess, than Bang, which is why he was called in to help with Garo. So that was pretty interesting. And yeah, now Garo is being known as the Hero Hunter, and he's just going around attacking heroes, which, you know, it kind of makes you wonder. It's like, okay, but why? Like, you know, you kind of understand, like, every villain we've had, every monster we've had, it's always been some sort of, like, either destroy the world or take over or something like that. But this time around, it's like, okay, this guy is specifically going after heroes. It's not that he ends up in the crosshairs, you know, we're crossing paths with heroes, but he specifically attacks them. And it's like, well, okay, but why? You know? Like, I understand taking out... I guess I understand he wants to take out strong opponents so that he can be the strongest. And he also has a bit of a... you know, he obviously has a beef with Bang. But why... Is that it, that he just wants to take out the strongest? Or is it something else? I don't know. I have no idea. But I'd be curious. You know, it's interesting how... Presumably, this guy is going to be the season villain, you know, and he'll, you know, once we get to the end, get to the finale, we're going to have Saitama versus Garo, in the same way that we had Saitama versus Boros. But it's interesting how early they're introducing him compared to Boros. Like, Boros was only introduced in, like, episode 10. So to introduce this guy so quickly and have him be such a threat is so interesting. We had talk about martial arts, which was very interesting. So yeah, you know, it does make you start to wonder. It's like, okay, well, maybe with the Fist of Flowing Water, maybe, you know, obviously we don't think that Garo could ever beat Saitama, but maybe he could, you know, give him a run for his money like Boros did. But then we do have that scene where he tries to hit him, and the hit literally goes through him into the ground and breaks it. and then it just doesn't phase Saitama at all. He just takes him down, you know? So yeah. But I like how they talk about it. It's like, oh yeah, you know, he has martial arts. That's why he's so dangerous and stuff. It's like, martial arts? I don't really do any of that. I don't know how it works, you know? And that's true. He literally is he just punches some things. That's it. That's all Saitama does. Which is funny, like, just showing the difference there. It's like, yeah, he doesn't fight like that. He literally will just throw one. He knows how to punch, and that's all he needs, you know? So it'll be interesting now with him joining this martial arts tournament to see if he learns any martial arts. But again, I don't see how... The thing is, I don't see how that's really going to help him because he can't be beaten, you know? Because literally, you know, even against an actual, like, threat like Boros, you know, even though Saitama was holding back, it's like, he still did not need any of that. He just sort of waited until, bam, there's a punch, you know? So, yeah, I'll be interested to see how this martial arts stuff is going to go. We also had Golden Ball and Steel... No, not Steel. Spring Mustachio, that was it. I'm sorry. I'm so glad I have subtitles on for the Japanese text, because now I know all of their names, you know? Like, that is so great. I know, you know, I've talked about this so much on these videos, but it's just unfortunate because I didn't have that in Season 1, you know? But yeah, Golden Ball and Spring Mustachio were taken out. But again, they did injure Garo, at least. Like, that is something. They did injure Garo, at the very least. And then, yeah, the last scene was going and getting the wig, which is funny. And I do love Genos freaking out about that. It's like, it's time to implant hair on his head. Like, oh, jeez. So, but no, the wig is just so... he can imitate the other guy in the martial arts tournament. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting season that it's like, okay, where exactly are we going? Because the first episode, you know, that was just about, you know, King and becoming friends with him. Last episode, while it did have Garo, was also just about meeting Hellish Blizzard, who I like. They're all still here. It's like, oh, yeah, we are just a group of friends now. Saitama, Genos, King, and Hellish Blizzard. So, I like that. But yeah, it's like, okay, now we're focusing a bit more on Garo, but also on the martial arts tournament. And it makes you wonder, it's like, okay, what's the confrontation going to be like between Bang and Garo? Are they going to have to bring in Tornado and Blast? Because the Hero Association did say that. It's like, oh, well, if he needs help, bring in, you know, rank 1 and rank 2. So that'd be cool. I would like to see Blast at least. You know, he's the number 1 hero. You know, top ranked hero. I want to see that, you know? Especially because it's like, okay, this guy is ranked number 1. That means he has to be better than Tornado. And Tornado's really, really good, you know? Tornado is so powerful. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's basically it. Another good episode, and I'm looking forward to see where we are going next time. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from Scimitar Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my One Punch Man reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.